right, we are getting set for some football here. And Mike, we were kind of left off with the Falcons' first contest of the year last week at Carroll, and Kemper handed it to him 27-3, and the game was closer than the final score would indicate, wouldn't you say?
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. They scored late. We were in it, pretty much the whole game. A few misplays and penalties put us behind the yardsticks, and
yeah, I think it was a 7-3 game at half, and it was still a one-score game deep into the game, and they scored a couple touchdowns in the last couple minutes. Again, it was a game that many thought that Kemper probably had the edge in size and numbers. You know how big of an advantage that is in football, size and numbers. There were times when I thought the Falcons competed very well. They just couldn't get many first downs strung together.
Yeah, that's for sure. They definitely competed the whole game, never gave up, gave it everything they had. They looked really good. The size and the speed of that Gunderson kid is something else. He's a special athlete, and not much you can say other than it's a new week. It's a beautiful Friday, and you got to bounce back from a game like that.
It is. And again, if the Falcons can rise up and pull one here, I think that last week's game would be a distant memory. With all the ties, there's a lot of familiarity between the two schools, being 10 minutes apart. St. Albert won last year by a score of 30-20, and that was Treynor's only regular season loss. So it's been well documented that the Cardinals haven't forgot that, and they, I'm sure, have been pointing to this game as one they have wanted to win pretty bad, and I think the same could be true for the Falcons, wouldn't you say?
Oh, there's no doubt. When you look back at last season as a Treynor fan, and your one loss is against St. Albert, you're definitely going to mark this on your calendar next year as a game that you better not look over, and you better prepare, because there's one thing for sure is the Falcon football team will always be prepared and always give 100%.
Yeah. Looking at some of the past history, this decade, St. Albert has won 7 of the 8 meetings. Treynor did have a win, I think, in 2015, if I'm not mistaken. And the two programs really didn't play much between like 91 and 09, and I don't even know if they played much in the 80s. So surprisingly, two smaller schools, 10 minutes apart, they haven't played a lot. This last decade, they've played more than they've played probably in any decade past. So it is nice to see the two programs getting back onto the field very frequently.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a nice little community rival, good matchup. Got a lot of people that from both sides, and so we should have a pretty good football game here.
It appears that way. It looks like Treynor will receive and take the ball first. So we're getting set up here. And again, beautiful night, perfect conditions, beautiful turf field, no wind to speak of. So there's not a lot of excuses out here, Mike.
No, I mean, you got a tough sun coming from the west. The field faces east to west, and that might be just a little bit of a challenge if you're driving to the west. But other than that, I mean, this is like dome weather.
Really is, and you look at football; it's kind of a senior-laden sport. Where if you have a lot of seniors, that's probably an advantage. Treynor, I counted 17 on their roster. I believe St. Albert has maybe 4 or 5. Depending on the health. So big advantage there in terms of the seniors, but a strong junior class from St. Albert. Would you agree?
Absolutely, absolutely. Getting ready for kickoff here.
All right, Sam Wilbur, junior, good kicker, had a nice field goal last week. I believe it was 38 yards maybe. Put it right through. See if he can get it into the end zone here. And he does.
Kickoff into the end zone, touchback.
And again, that can be a big weapon throughout the year, can it, Mike? I mean, you see so many big plays in the special teams. If you can consistently get that ball into the end zone, it really is a weapon.
Absolutely. It takes one play out of the game where you don't have to worry about a kickback, a run back there. And, if you can get field goals from, outside of 30 yards in high school, that's huge.
Yeah. All right, Cardinals are taking over here to start the game. Jake Fisher's their quarterback, 6'2", 185. He's a senior. He's a 3-year starter, Mike. So, there's a comfort level, isn't there, when you have a 3-year starter?
Oh, yeah, he knows what he's doing. He feels pretty comfortable back there.
That's Jack Tarks on the handoff there.
Maybe a gain of a yard.
Short gain. Jack's a phenomenal athlete, 6'3", 210. Iowa State has offered him a preferred walk-on opportunity for football, so excellent track basketball player. So he looks like he's lined up as a wing back there and took the inside handoff. 2nd down and 8 here now at the 22. Middle run there. Chase Reber breaks a tackle, gets into the secondary. And he's going to be up there to the 33. And that's a gain of 11, Mike. Again, last week against Logan, Reber ran for 141 yards on 11 carries. So that's like 12 yards a pop. So that's a base play that St. Albert has to stop.
Yeah, they had him tied up, but it just looked like he powered through that tackle and got the 1st down.
Reber again up the middle. And again, I'm sure the Falcons have been talking about stopping that base run, and Lance right in on the tackle along with Bennett Gronstall. But again, that's just short of the 1st down. It looks like, Mike. They're gonna measure.
Yeah, if it's on the yardstick, it's 1st down.
So again, Mike, I mean, to me, one of the telling signs of this game, if Treynor has 2nd and 1, 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3, as opposed to 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10, it could be a long evening for the Falcons.
It could be. They're going to have to get up to the line and cut that off early, because that guy's running with a lot of steam. Good-sized kid.
Yep. Reber again up the middle. Barnes in on the tackle with Lance right in there as well. But again, Mike, that's 6 yards, so not terrible, but 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4, not a great position to be in. Maybe 2nd and 5, actually. Got a gain of 5 to the 48. 2nd and 5 at the 48. Looks like it's a double wing kind of offense with just the one fullback.
They send the guy in motion on that, and there he finally pitched to the guy in motion. Oh, tightrope to sideline.
Yeah, Will Halverson, the left wing back on that play. And again, that's what the Treynor's coaching staff's trying to do. Can they establish this fullback up the middle? Can they establish a couple of these wing backs on these runs? And if they can do that, then Fisher's gonna hurt you with his feet. So 1st down again for the Cardinals, and the Falcons need to make a stand here. 1st down at the St. Albert 43 with 10 minutes left here in the 1st quarter on Treynor's opening drive.
Same formation.
Same formation. Give again is to Halverson.
Yep.
Spins, breaks a tackle, and again into the secondary. Barnes again in there at the Gronstall, but another big chunk on 1st down.
Yep, 5 yards.
We're down to the 38 for 2nd and 5. The Falcon defensive coaches, Greg Gentili, defensive coordinator, back this week. Had a health issue, but great to see him back on the sidelines. So here we go with 2nd down. Middle run with Reber, and there's the first good stand of the game. Looked like Connor Cherney. Did you see that, Mike?
Yep.
Was it Connor?
Yep, number 8.
Again, Connor's a junior, 6'1", 185. Had a good summer, going to several camps in the region, and got his name out there. I think he has some college football aspirations.
Great tackle, great form tackle.
Gonna need a big game from Connor tonight.
3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 after a gain of 1 there. 3rd and 4 at the 42.
Motion,
Fisher
quarterback
still got it.
keeper. Oh, yeah, got him.
Yep.
Sack.
Excellent play.
There we go.
We had some penetration there by Cale McLaren, was the first man to the ball. And Rollis was in there as well quickly. So that was a big play. We're back to the 44 for 4th and 4. And boy, I don't know.
Wow, that really changed. Lining up in punt formation.
I'm a little surprised. But they're electing to pin St. Albert deep and just see what their defense can do.
Yeah, you got to make sure you play smart here.
That's Halverson, the punter for Treynor.
Snap.
Good baseball player.
Kicks away.
pretty good kick if he can get a roll here, and he's going to get a great roll.
Inside, about the 6 or 7 yard line, maybe.
Well, they're going to call it at the 10. Actually, must have landed out of bounds. Little bit of a break for St. Albert. It looked like it was going inside, closer to the 5.
Yeah, that was a good break.
So, but a good punt. St. Albert takes over. Defense adjusted there, and got a stop. So, Lance Wright bringing the boys onto the field. 8 minutes and 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Scoreless game. St. Albert's first possession of the game.
Got 2 tailbacks, trips wide.
Yep, it's got Eric Mathai and Aiden Anta still in the backfield now.
A little misdirection to Cy.
Cy Patterson on the outside.
Breaks it.
Well done. Got around the corner to about the 27. That's a game of about 17.
That was a great play.
Excellent play.
Good misdirection.
I think I might have miscalled. That was Cy in the backfield rather than Eric, correct?
Yeah, it's number 2, yeah.
Yep, Cy.
That's correct.
All right, we're at the 27-yard line. So gain of 17, 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
Rowles and Klussman are wide. Got 3 tailbacks. Motion.
Handoff to Antistel. Not a lot there.
No, got him behind the line of scrimmage for a 2-yard loss.
Loss of 2. What are you seeing with the you'll just have to let us know what you see with the Treynor defense, Mike, where they seem to be stacking things and how quickly their linebackers are going to read things. Fisher, the quarterback, looks like he's in there at a linebacker spot. 23 is another linebacker, which is Tarks, of course. And 51 is another linebacker, Ben Bass. I think he's a 3-year starter as well.
Yeah, they're definitely, they got 8 in the box right now.
2nd and 12, Antistel tries the right side, not a lot there. Maybe a yard. It's going to set up about a 3rd and 11 here, Mike. You feel like the Falcons are ready to put it in the air once?
Well, I think you're going to have to after those last 2 plays. They kind of stymied the run, kind of challenging them to pass, it seems like, putting 8 in the box there.
Lance Wright, the quarterback, senior, 2-year starter, quarterback. Plenty of competitive fire in that guy.
Absolutely.
Nobody wants to win more than Lance.
6:26 left in the first.
3rd and 11. Wright's going to put it up. No.
Pass.
No.
Just out of the hands.
Just out of the reach of Cherney. Going to set up a punt. Looked like he was maybe going to be able to run under that, but just a fraction off.
Yeah, it was a well-designed play. He had a step, hit his hands.
4th and 11.
Would have been a heck of a catch. He's back to the 30 to receive the kick. Leave that Jeff Miller back there on the punt.
Miller on the punt, yep. It's going to dribble inside the 35 to the 31.
Down at the 31.
So 19 and 24. That's a 43-yard kick. Certainly acceptable for the Falcons. And Treynor will take over here with 6:09 left in the first quarter of play. So again, both teams kind of feeling each other out. St. Albert had a nice first down on its first play, but then couldn't get much going. So another key, Mike, we'll have to try to keep our eye on is the line play. If our line can hold up into the second half and get enough rest and come at it.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of size on that Treynor offensive line.
1st and 10 at the 31 for the Cardinals. Fisher under center. Hands to Reber. Nope, he still kept it. Around the right side to about the 35, almost probably give him the 36.
Maybe
for a gain of 5. We got 2nd and 5. So again, that's that deceptiveness. Is he going to give that ball to Reber? And it's probably his read as the quarterback, as the veteran guy back there. You rely on that guy to make the correct read.
Yeah.
Whether you're going to give it or keep it.
Somewhat of a modified read option.
Yeah, it's definitely option. Double wing, again, motion man, Reber up the middle. We got a fumble. We got a fumble.
I think Treynor got back on it.
Yep, and Reber recovered his own fumble at the 40. So it's going to be 4th and 1 at the third and one at the 40.
This is where you got to be careful if you stack the middle too much and they go outside on you.
Yep. It could pull a fake and throw a pass. You never know, thinking they can make it on 4th and 1.
Yep.
So everything you got to honor here as a defense.
2 guys in motion.
Treynor getting set here, getting reset. It's Tarks on the right side. Tarks in motion now. Reber up the middle. He's going to push forward for the first down to the 42. Safe play to move the chains. And the Falcons will reevaluate here. We'll call it the 43. He's just past the 42. 1st and 10. Jeff Casey, the coach of Treynor, has done a nice job over here. You know, it's kind of been a deal where Treynor for a while was just kind of in the doldrums there, kind of around a 500 program. Now they've kind of built their program and raised it to some kind of the level of that basketball and baseball programs out here. 1st and 10. Fisher still got it.
Still got it.
And nice play over there.
That was a fake handoff up the
Jeff
middle
Miller.
and he kept it.
Jeff Miller, 61. I know he's normally 19, but that's Jeff over there, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, right defensive end. Stayed home, did his job.
Yep.
And again, that's the key against this double wing where you got so many options for Treynor.
Yeah, you just got to maintain your assignments and make sure that you control your gaps and don't over pursue.
2nd and 10 after the no gain for the Cardinals. Middle again.
Middle again.
Appears to be Reber. Reber again. And the stop by Cale McLaren, who's done a nice job in there inside. Going to give him 3, so we'll have 3rd and 7. So here's a chance for the Falcons, Mike, to get off the field. What do they got to do here?
You know, I guess you just got to play for the run. You got to get a big stop here. They might do a little play action pass here. Maybe try to catch him off guard a little bit. Lining up in the same formation again.
3rd and 7 for the Cardinals. Again, they can probably run about any play from this set. Middle again.
Middle again.
And there's Reber. Plenty of room to rumble.
Plenty of room.
Rawlis finally drags him down after a huge gain. Patterson in there on the stop as well, but that's all the way to the 34-yard line. So that was a big gain, Mike. Maybe the Falcons were thinking something outside, and they got the quick pop right up the middle.
Yep, they went to the right side of the line there where they had some success early and, just broke a tackle and made a big play.
All right, 1st down at the 34. Fisher again. He's kept it. He's got the right end. Drug out of bounds there, but another big gain. Right drags him out. But again, just like we were saying, Mike, I think this will show up on the film. Whoever the left side was there, a couple guys didn't stay home.
Yes,
just got to hold your position. You got sucked up inside there, and then the ball went right around you.
Yep.
Gain of 12 to the 22, Mike.
Yep, when they got in too deep and he swung it around the outside and there was nobody there. They got the safeties up at the line now.
Yep, nobody. Everybody's within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage, maybe 3, Mike.
Yep, they're going to challenge.
Tarks.
There's a good tackle right there.
Tarks up the middle, really well done there by Bennett Gronstal.
Yep.
First guy to meet him there at the 21. So we have a loss of 1 there. A gain of 1. So we're 2nd and 9. 2:25 left in the first quarter here. So the Treynor passed the ball twice last week, Mike. So, if they do pass, it's really going to be a surprise. So they're just content to move these chains and grind this down.
Yeah, with their size and their motion, they're definitely geared up to run the football.
2nd and 9. Fisher's got it on the pitch to Tarks. Breaks a tackle. Runs through a tackle. Finally taken down
inside the 5.
By Rawlis. And again, the Falcons were in good position there, but just couldn't wrap him up. Tarks is a big, strong kid. Really a physical specimen.
Yeah, he just broke through that first tackle. Just couldn't get him down and got the first down. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5 for Treynor as the Falcons look for a big play here. Fisher's got him on the ball. He's got it still, and that's going to be a touchdown.
Yep, touchdown.
5-yard touchdown by Jake Fisher with 1:29 remaining in the first quarter. Quarterback keeper, Mike, that's, again, their bread and butter. They're either going to give it to Reber or he's going to keep it most of the time, and then they're going to use those wing backs mixed in. So excellent drive for Treynor.
Yeah, that big key 3rd and 7 where they got the first down, that really hurt.
Yep. Luke Miska's in for the extra point kick. Left-footed kicker. And good soccer player, and he shows why. Knocks it through. 1:29 left in the first quarter. Treynor strikes first to lead 7-0 over the Falcons on Sports Fan. Well, again, that's football. You're going to have some difficult times, and it's a matter of can you turn the page and bounce back.
Absolutely, you got to make some adjustments here, and I'm sure the coaches are looking at the film right now and trying to make some adjustments to stop that potent running attack by those two players for Treynor.
See if we can get a kickoff return here for the Falcons to get some field position. All right.
Sam Rollis back deep.
Rollis is deep for the Falcons. Antisdale's back there too, correct?
Yep, that's correct, number 11.
Yep.
Those are your deep backs. Set to kick off from the 40.
Miska's going to kick it off again with his left foot, assuming he's not ambidextrous or amphibious. Who is that said amphibious?
Amphibious.
Too big of words for us.
Short kick.
Rollis has it.
Over the up back.
Gonna try the left side. He's got a roll.
He's got space.
Can he explode? Is that about 85 yards, Mike?
That was close to 90 yards after the bounce. Got to the outside there, and the blockers set up with a lot of room to run for Sam, and he's pretty fast kid.
Yeah, he's got some athletic ability in him, but really well blocked there, Mike. I mean, he didn't get touched, did he?
No, there was not one hand on him.
He saw a seam, and then again, you got to have the discipline. Connor made sure he wasn't going to block it to tie this game, and he has done it. We've got a new game.
That's a huge play after Treynor going down and scoring to jump up. The very next play, run one. Absolutely.
Treynor favored by about 17 tonight. So I think most people would probably have said it would be a little bit closer than that, but I would say Treynor probably, based on the numbers and the size, probably be a favorite coming into this game, agreeing with BC Moore, but that's why they play him on the field, huh?
That's why you play the game. You never know, man.
This one's not going to make the end zone, so it's coming down to number 15, who's Braden
5.
Larson. Catches it at the 5. Nice run. Gets 20 yards on the return. Patterson finally drags him down, and Tisdale was down there too, but I think it was Sy did a nice job there. He could have had a horse collar, grabbed him up high, and then made sure he didn't horse collar him down.
Yeah, we had 3 guys blocking him off, but he ran right through all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Didn't get a hand on him.
All right, 1st and 10 at the 25.
Now let's see if the Falcons defense can make an adjustment here to stop that two-headed attack. Little different look here from the shotgun.
Fisher again will take a shotgun snap with one setback. Reber again. This is Halverson trying the right side from his left wing spot. And again, Mike.
Yeah, there's a little extra.
Could have been a late hit. It was very close there,
close.
But the official chose to keep his flag in his pocket.
Looks like he warned both players. A little aggressive play there after that action.
6 yards for Halverson on 1st down. So it's 2nd and 4 at the 31 with time winding down here in the first quarter. 34 seconds to go. 2nd and 4 for the Treynor Cardinals. Back to their conventional double wing with Reber up the middle. He's dragging people with him. He's built low to the ground, Mike. He's 5'9", 175. I believe he earned all state honors last year as a defensive player. I believe he's a linebacker. So, again, 7 more yards, so 2 plays and a first down for the Falcons. He's built low to the ground, so he's really, once he gets a little head of steam, he's 5 yards before you know it, isn't he?
You know, I might know something about being built low to the ground.
Fisher keeps it. Nice
you
job.
get that low center of gravity, and you get all these guys, these big guys, trying to arm tack you. It's really hard to get below your waist to get you down on the ground, and you can kind of spin out of some of these plays.
Yeah.
And he's done very well, very effectively. That's the end of the first quarter there.
Speaking of shorter, stockier guys, Bennett Gronstow with a really nice play there to throw the Cardinals for a loss. So we're through 1 quarter play, folks. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Beautiful night in Treynor. It's 7-7 after 1 quarter. Treynor will take over when we resume. 2nd and 11 on its 37-yard line. So how would you kind of assess that first quarter, Mike? Treynor has the edge in total yardage by a lot, but like you said, it's not all about just statistical advantages in total yards.
That's right. They definitely dominated offensively that first quarter. Kept the ball away from us quite a bit of that quarter, and we were just able to, hang tough, hang in there, and we'll see if this second quarter can change things around for Falcons defense.
And I know these Falcon coaches are they're desperately to try to get their players to kind of pick up on these reads on this option when this fullback dive and the keep. They're really trying to get their players to try to anticipate where those holes are going to be and where that ball is going to be. And let's see if these players can kind of pick up on that. And
they hide it really well.
They do. It's a really well run offense.
Well run.
Really well run offense. 2nd and 11 here for Treynor. Fisher under center this time. Reber again up the middle. Nice hit by Gronstow.
Big hit by Bennett.
What do you know about Bennett, Mike? Just a real hard-nosed player at linebacker, isn't he?
He's as tough as nails. He's definitely worked hard to get stronger, and watching him grow up and coaching him in a few sports, the kid has a pretty good motor, pretty good head, and that's all you can ask for.
Junior, 5'9", 180, playing right there in middle linebacker. Barnes is in there inside at linebacker. And we got 3rd and 11 here, so a chance for St. Albert to get off the field, Mike.
Play for the defense here.
Yep. Fisher's got it. Fades back, bumps into his own guy, throws it out wide here. Nice tackle. Again, Bennett Gronstow.
That could have easily been offensive holding on the wide receiver, holding Aiden.
Sid Schaff with the reception.
But no flag on the play.
No flag on the play, but a really well done, really nice tackle there by Gronstow. So it's 4th and 10. And the Falcons, nice stand there. Should get decent field position.
Well, you'd have to think they might have to kick it out of bounds here. I don't know if they'll kick it to Sam.
Took his time. Low kick, it's going to roll. And it takes a little bit of a Treynor bounce. Not a bad kick.
Not a bad kick.
They were at the 39, and the ball is going to be at the 27, so that's 23 and 11. That's about 34 yards, but no return. So Treynor will take that, especially given that last kickoff return by Rollis.
Absolutely. That was a good defensive stand, and was able to get the ball back here.
And again, that's kind of what we were talking about, Gronstow in that series made a couple really instinctive plays, and that can change a whole drive, can it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Shot the gap and met the runner head on, and was able to gang tackle after that for little or no gain.
Lance in the shotgun.
Pass deep.
Looking for Cy, a little bit overthrown. We got a late flag. Late flag after the ball was released. And Tarks was over there and Lance was over there. We got a roughing the passer.
Wow.
Must have been on Jack Tarks.
Fans were screaming for holding on that play.
Okay. Tarks looked like he was the guy in the vicinity. Looked like he gave him an elbow to the face, it looked like, according to the official. Roughing the passer. Yep. Big 15-yard penalty. Let's see if the Falcons can capitalize on this. Out to their 42. 10:33 left in the second quarter. In a 7-7 game.
Anytime you're on the road and you can get a free 15 yards, that's pretty big.
Yep. Was that the first flag of the game, Mike?
That was. That was the first flag of the game.
Really clean game so far, so props to both teams so far. Wright keeps it. Tries the left side, gets about 3.
That was a nice design play there, a little misdirection.
Yep, his first carry of the game. out to the 45, so we'll have 2nd and 7 at the 45, Mike. Nice crowd of fans over there, Mike. They almost have that whole side filled up. We had a little pregame in town here with some fellowship, and a lot of fans excited about this game.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Right back in the shotgun on 2nd and 7. Antisdo alongside him. He rolls right. Fans wanting a hold again, and Wright throws low, incomplete. Intended for Rollis. We'll have 3rd and 7 now.
And he just threw that ball a little short, tough on the run.
Yep.
To make that play.
He's capable of making that play, and we'll expect some nice completions as this game goes on. Veteran player.
Looks like they're trying to loosen up the line a little bit. It seems like, they were stacked for a run.
Yep, 3rd and 7 now. Still possible for the Falcons to run, but you'd assume it's going to be a pass.
Blitz.
Right for Patterson. Almost grabbed it with his left hand. Nice adjustment on the play by Patterson, but he couldn't quite haul it in. And we're gonna have a hold by a stand by Treynor's defense. More than likely a punt. 4th and 7.
Jeff Miller back there to punt.
We got a late flag here.
Not sure what happened there.
There's somebody coming off the field there.
Sideline warning.
It's just a warning. Sideline warning.
On the Falcons.
All right. You do get a warning, so hopefully they'll not get penalized later on in the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was about. I don't know if they were thinking that was pass interference on that last play. I mean, it looked pretty clean to me. Patterson got turned around on that play.
Yeah.
Almost made a heck of a catch.
He did. 4th and 7. Good snap back to Miller.
Oh, great punt.
Good punt.
Oh.
Almost didn't come in with the catch there. That was Sid Schaff.
It looks like Rollis and I didn't catch the other number there on the tackle there.
Okay. 9:35 left in the 2nd quarter in the 7-7 game. Jake Fisher, a 5-yard touchdown run, 1:29 of the 1st quarter, and then the ensuing kickoff returned by Sam Rollis. We'll call it 90 yards until we get an official total, but in the neighborhood of 85, 90 yards, closer to 90 we thought, right?
It was the majority of the field, no doubt about that.
Yep. 1st down for the Cardinals. Fisher's going to pass.
First pass of the game, complete.
Yep. There's Schaff again. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Halverson.
Gain of
Gain
about
of
5.
5, okay. Cam McGrath, a sophomore. Up the middle.
Oh, no, big play.
Big hole. And Tisdale saves the touchdown, but Reber finds big hole up the middle.
Yeah, that was wide open. He's lucky to have caught him and made that tackle.
We're at the 37 now after another big gain. 37 for Treynor.
They're not wasting any time getting back to the line.
Yep, they're trying to come up with some tempo here, Mike. They kind of feel that the Falcons are on their heels, don't they?
Yep.
And there's Reber 10, 12 yards downfield before any resistance. Down to the 24, that's a gain of 13. So we may be looking at a St. Albert timeout here to kind of regroup. And just as I said that,
there's a timeout.
There's a timeout.
Genius.
Well, it wasn't a genius thing to say there. I mean,
yeah,
it was pretty clear
it was
the
kind of
Falcons.
obvious. They were just running it down our throats right there and needed to gather the troops and regroup here.
2nd timeout for St. Albert.
Yeah, we're pretty thin up front at the defensive line. Not a lot of substitutes.
And that's some of the thing, our linemen are solid linemen, but when you have the advantage and you can rotate in 3 or 4 guys in those lines, that's such a huge advantage and such a huge disadvantage if you don't have that quality depth all the time. So it's a challenge that St. Albert teams are used to dealing with, but it's still a challenge.
Absolutely, catch a breath, catch a glass of water here, and See if we can't slow this drive down.
Greg Gentili giving some instructions to his guys as the Falcons try to come up with a stop here. Treynor 1st and 10 at the Falcon 24. Fisher under center, Reber behind him. Reber's got it, good penetration. Broke a tackle, broke 2 tackles. Wow. Cherney saves the touchdown. Gronstall had great penetration and just couldn't quite get him to the ground. He was slow to get up too. He's coming out of the game.
He had him stop there and just couldn't get him to the ground. That kid kept turning his legs and broke the tackle and got another first down.
We're at the 10, and we are at 1st and goal because the ball is touching the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal for Treynor. Reber behind center again. Fisher still got it. He's inside the 5 to the 2. Maybe you'll give him the 1. But again, when Reber's doing that much damage, you have to show so much attention to him that's just going to open up that keeper, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You can see that the defense just kind of pauses for a second and then reads where the ball goes. And, a second in football and it's too late.
Yep, 2nd and goal at the 2. Looks like the ball's touching the 2. Reber again under center, or behind Fisher at fullback. Fisher keeps it.
Quarterback sneak.
Looks like he's going to be just short.
Yeah.
He's down to the 1. So we'll have 3rd and goal at the 1. Just under 7 minutes to go in the first half here of a 7-7 game. We're probably 3 to 4 inches outside the end zone, Mike, so you just got to try to stack up that A gap.
Yeah, I mean, they'll probably go for it twice here if we stop them here this close.
Yep. See if those D linemen can stay low and allow those linebackers to fill the gaps.
Got to get some penetration here.
Probably a keeper. Nope, Reber. Fisher keeps it,
Yep.
Touchdown. Barnes wrapped him up, but he carried him into the end zone.
Yeah, it was a great fake up the middle and just kept it swinging around to the left side there. Avoided the tackle for the touchdown.
13-7 Treynor, 6:25 left in the second quarter. Miska is on for the kick. And we've got St. Albert offside on the right end and Tisdale. So they will take it half the distance if they so choose. Sometimes teams just don't risk it. They might be superstitious and they just keep it there. Treynor does take the penalty and they bypass the opportunity to maybe go for 2, and they will still kick the ball. Miska's kick is good. 14-7 Treynor, 6:25 of the second quarter here on Sports Fan. So again, this is kind of what we saw in the Kemper game actually, Mike. Late in that second quarter, you could feel them starting to wear down a little bit. And then in that third quarter, Kemper just kind of took over the game.
Yeah, their size definitely took over that game, and it kind of feels like that's happening here. Hopefully we'll make some adjustments on defense here and make a couple of key stops.
Yep.
I mean, the key to this is we're just going to have to hold the ball on offense for a while to give some of our guys some rest.
Yeah, you can't throw that defense back out there after 3 plays.
No.
Taking the ball and downing it. St. Albert the ball at their own 44. Yeah, they're going to call it the 43. Yep.
Yep, 43.
All right. St. Albert with good field position here.
See what we can see what the offense can't do here. Two wide receivers set.
Patterson.
Handoff up the middle.
We had Tisdale lining up behind right there. Kind of a full house backfield. It was interesting. 5 yards. Nice start to the drive. See if they run that formation again. 2 guys alongside right, and then Tisdale right behind him.
It's almost like a modified wishbone.
It is a little bit, but not quite. Right keeps it, finds the right side. Treynor a good block, gives him the edge. That's a first down.
First down. That was a good play. A lot of trash talking on the field going there.
We're to the 46. After a gain of 6 there for the first down. First and 10 at the 46.
A couple of nice runs there.
That's a good start to the drive. We did not see this formation last week, if I'm not mistaken, Mike.
No, did not see this.
Treynor, he's got the edge.
Gets to the outside.
Oh, runs over a guy. Nice job.
Gets about 9, maybe
10.
close to
Connor
a first
Treynor.
down. Might be like a half a yard short.
No, they're going to give him the 37, so it'll be 2nd and 1. Treynor for 9.
Now they're getting outside now. They're using some of that speed on the edge.
Well, this formation's got Treynor wondering what's going to happen with Antisdale there in that back spot where they're going to use him. Patterson puts a shoulder
First
into
down.
Tarks.
Gets about 2.
That's a couple pretty good athletes there, Mike. Patterson and Tarks. What do you think? The shoulder. You got 2 state-rated team in Class 1A. St. Albert is a District 9 team in Class A. Last week, the Falcons played a 2A team in Kemper. First down for the Cardinals at their 20. Fisher.
2 wides.
Tarks alongside him this time. 2
Man
receivers.
in motion.
Miska's in motion. Ooh,
Ooh, upended.
Nice hit.
Nice tackle.
nice hit.
Is that Treynor?
Yep.
Yep. Great tackle.
Treynor with a big-time hit. No gain. So that a play like that gives you a lift too, Mike, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's huge. Get a first down stop like that and a good tackle.
Miska's in the backfield. He's in motion now. Fisher flips it out to him.
Yep.
Miska's out.
And just a simple swing pass in the backfield there and set up the blocks and
Nice job of knocking him out on the 25. So we got 3rd and 5 here, Mike. We got a chance to get off the field here and get another possession with a chance for the lead with a stand right here, Mike.
yeah, we definitely need to make a big play here defensively to get in the gap and stop them.
Reber's been out of the game on offense on this possession. Halverson in motion now. Flips it out to Halverson. Make a tackle here.
Yep, they got him.
They got
Wrapped
him.
him up for a loss.
Nice job. Patterson in on that tackle. And the Falcons are feeling it right now, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Bennett Groundstall
That's
in there
huge.
too. Reber, we'll have to keep our eye on him, Mike. Maybe just giving him a breather.
Yeah,
that
I'm not sure
possession.
if he's a two-way guy or not.
Yeah,
I
he
would-
usually is.
Is he? And maybe
as far as I know.
I mean, they've been using the heck out of him, and maybe he just needed to catch a little wind.
Yep, can't blame him for that. He's been doing yeoman-like work here. St. Albert takes their 3rd time out. There was some confusion there. A couple of the coaches not happy. I don't know if somebody was late getting on the
Yeah,
field.
That's their last time out.
Yep.
Treynor was set up to punt the football. Well, it's you can't take it to the locker room, so
Yeah, you got to make sure you're organized here on this punt return, because a nice return here could give the Falcons good field position and a chance to go into the locker room ahead.
.243 left, 4th and 5, and a timeout here, sponsored by C&M Remodeling.
Why not?
For all your home repair needs.
Yeah, 22-16, Mike, was Treynor's win in 2015, and the Falcons have won the other 7 meetings this decade. But again, surprisingly, they just didn't play much in the 90s or the 2000s.
That's crazy, seeing as how close these schools
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. So we got a good one going. Halverson kicks it after a long delay. We got a fair catch signal and a drop. And Tisdale, stopping the whistle. We might have had a premature whistle there.
Yeah, that's what it
After
sounds
he dropped
like.
the ball, they blew the whistle.
And he lost the handles on it and picked it up and started to run, and then they blew the whistle again.
Inadvertent whistle there, I think, but when you fumble that ball, you really need to just dive on it, whether you hear the whistle or not.
Yeah, that was
not
pretty
sure.
dangerous to pick it up one-handed,
one-handed, yeah.
and try to run. But
I mean, in his defense, he probably heard the whistle and said, well, the play's dead, but
yeah.
you never know.
Now 2:34 left in second quarter here.
Yep, good field position starting at their own 45 for St. Albert.
Yeah, that was a huge defensive stand there. Should be nice here if you could manage to get within field goal distance. See if put 3 points on before halftime.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, in my opinion, Mike, the Falcons have done a nice job from week 1 to week 2, kind of making some adjustments, making some big plays, just kind of feeling their way and showing some nice improvement here.
Absolutely. It seems like their confidence and a little bit of swagger going on.
Yeah, and Tisdale, that was a dive play.
Hand off to Patterson.
Patterson up the middle. Short gain. They're going to give him no gain. 2nd and 10 at the 45. Treynor has all 3 of its timeouts left, so we'll see if they can get in a position where they want to try to use any. Klussman in at receiver here on the left side. Rawlis. Patterson swung left. Cherney. 4 receivers.
Single back.
In the set, the single back is Antisdale. Right. Throwing low. 3rd and 10 now with 1:57. Pretty good protection there, Mike.
Yeah, he had plenty of time. Throw just was a little low across the middle. Cherney looked like he had a step on him, maybe.
Yep. May go back to another pass given the fact that the O-line did a decent job of protecting on that play. Looks like the same formation.
Yeah.
Trips to the left, Rawlis to the right. A lot of times St. Albert will look to the left and then go right. Now it's coming back. It's going to be 3rd and 15 probably. Procedure on the Falcons. Third and 15 here. Falcons need a big play.
What little wind there is in the favor of the kicker.
Yep. It's picked up just a hair, would you say, from the start of the game. But we're way up here, too, so it's still very negligible.
Yeah, it's kind of blowing in the mic here.
Yep. Right, looking for Antisdale. Oh, it's a strike.
Oh, he's got him.
That's a strike.
That's a great pass. First down, Falcons.
Little swing route, wheel route to Antisdale there out of the backfield.
Yeah, it was a great design play. Had him wide open.
Down
just
to the
had
38.
to make that catch. And
yeah, that's the best pass of the night for Lance. So maybe that'll get him going here. Give him some confidence with his arm. He keeps it, cuts it upfield. Nice gain.
Not quite sure what Wilbur's range is, but
yeah,
that's something that you got to be considered here.
They're not far away.
The 36, that'd be a
53, yeah.
53, 121 and counting.
It's a pretty good poke. Falcons obviously would like to get in closer.
Yeah, Falcons got no timeouts
No
left.
timeouts. 1:10 here.
Plenty of time.
And Tisdale's going to try it up the middle. Not much there. We're inside the 35 to the 34. So it should be 3rd and 6.
3rd and 5 is what they got on the board.
Yeah, we don't trust those
49 seconds
They got
left.
to get to the 28, and we're on the 34. See, they changed it.
There you go. Good call.
They're taking too many stats at these games. I don't trust those scoreboard guys.
Roll out.
Right, runs it. No, going to be short. I think you go for this, Mike, unless you want to give Wilbur a shot.
Yeah, you got the win.
We're at the 34. It'd be a 51-yarder. 20 seconds left on the clock. You got to run this guy out quick. He's coming out.
19, 18 seconds. He's coming out for what would appear to be a
should be 51 yards. Yep.
Lining up. 12 seconds. 10.
We're going to get the snap off, folks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have a kick.
Oh, plenty of leg.
That baby looks.
Oh, just missed it to the right.
Wide right. Had the leg, though, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, he had the distance.
All right, we are at the half of an outstanding high school football game, folks. 1A number 8, Treynor 14. A number 6, St. Albert 14. And we will be back for the second half in a few minutes. Stay tuned.
What do you think, Doc? Not bad?
Is that all right?
Seems like sometimes I try to cut it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the year is 1990, and the Cardinal Marching Band has its first uniform update in over 20 years with this new jacket combined with the existing pants. The year is 1997, and a completely new uniform was purchased as the ensemble's numbers and reputation for excellence grew larger. The year is 2008, and our current uniform was born. In 2017, the Cardinal Marching Band became the Cardinal Vanguard. And now, ladies and gentlemen, with your continued support, the uniform that will take us into the 2020s. A uniform that will look like this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the band would like to perform for you a sneak preview of their 2019 competition show. Please welcome Drum Major Allison Young and the Cardinal Vanguard as they present for you, Dante. The Cardinal Vanguard looks forward to seeing you next week at the homecoming. Let's have another round of applause for the band.
All right.
We're
We
back.
are close to starting a second half of football. It is 14-all, St. Albert and Treynor. Kevin White here with Mike Klessman and Alexis Narmi on the wonderful graphics and camera work. Mike, what were your thoughts on the first half?
Well, that halftime was brought to you by C&M Remodeling.
Couldn't miss out on mentioning that.
Oh, no. That's how I make a living. You know what? That was a great half of football. Exciting. You felt the momentum go one way, and then, the next play, the momentum's completely shifted. And at the end of the day, at halftime, here we are tie.
Yeah, you felt twice in the half St. Albert fell behind, and they responded with a tying touchdown. That's what you want to see out of competitive kids. And so, boy, it would be nice to see what would happen if we could get a lead, right, and see how we would respond to that. But
yeah, I imagine the adrenaline would pump a little bit, especially being on the road here.
Yep, we're really going to keep an eye on the linemen and just to see if we're staying fresh and able to fly to the ball. But, if you can get to the fourth quarter with a chance to win, you got to feel like these guys are going to find that extra, fuel in the tank to bring it home and really take this thing to the final few minutes of a close game.
During that first half, it appeared that the Falcons offensively kind of switched their formation to give Treynor a different look, and it caused them a little bit of problems there, and they were able to move the ball fairly well.
Yeah, that was a good. That's a good point there. They when we changed that to that kind of full house with Tisdale lining up behind the quarterback in the shotgun, and then the two running backs off to the side. That's a lot to pay attention to if you're a defense. Much like that double wing that Treynor runs with the fullback and the two wingbacks that are able to break tackles. So that was a nice wrinkle. That's the beauty of football, really, is that there's so many different things you can do to keep a team off balance. If you're maybe a little bit outsized at a few spots, you can find a way to keep in the game if you're clever and you're on top of mixing things up a little bit, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. When you have coachable kids that listen well, pay attention, and you can easily put in different plays, different formations, and they catch on right away. I mean, that makes all the difference in the world of being competitive, especially when you're playing, a team has 3 times the number of kids that you have on the sideline.
Yeah, last week, the start of the third quarter was a downfall for St. Albert. Kemper kind of ran it right down their throat, I think, that first possession. And at that point, I think St. Albert started to wonder if they could win the game. Even though they were close, they never really got that spark to really get back into the game. So we'll have to watch this first 3-4 minutes, wouldn't you say, for it pretty closely to make sure that that's not the same thing that happened last week.
Yeah, absolutely. That second half up at Kemper, that was pretty tough to watch. All the momentum went Kemper's way, and they eventually ran away with that game. So let's see if the coaches were able to learn from that, and the players were able to learn from that, and see here in the second half if we can't battle to a win.
Yeah, we see about 34 guys on the St. Albert roster.
47 seconds here left in halftime.
Probably 55 guys or so for Treynor. So probably 20 more guys are suiting up. That doesn't tell the whole story, but clearly they're at a numbers disadvantage. But these guys have had a full half now to regroup and really show something here in the start of the third quarter and see if they can make some noise here. St. Albert should have the ball this half, correct, Mike? Treynor opened the game with the ball.
Yeah, we should receive the ball, and I just wonder if they're going to kick it to Rollis.
Well, they weren't too excited to do that last time. They did a little pooch kick and gave St. Albert the ball at the 42, and I believe that turned into a St. Albert tying touchdown, correct?
Absolutely. It's a dual-edged sword. You can give them a short field, or you're going to kick it and try to take your chances of making a tackle against a pretty quick return. Yeah,
you're right. And then there are some coaches that'll see if a a team returns a kickoff for a touchdown, they might put 2 or 3 of their best defensive players on the kickoff team if they weren't on there before. So I do see Reber out there and Tarks are out there.
Kind of into a light wind here. I wonder if they're going to kick it to the upman.
Rollison and Tisdale are back. Luke Miska is going to start off the third quarter of a tie ball game in week 2 of the high school football season. Here we go, another pooch kick. Patterson just picks it up and runs it.
Gets
right
it
to
the
midfield.
50.
Midfield for the Falcons. You'll take that every day.
Yeah,
That ends in Y.
they are definitely not wanting to kick the ball deep.
Yeah, I thought maybe they would, try to kick it to Tisdale and just kick it away from Rollis, because it's not like he's the lone back there, but that's a lot of respect.
Yeah, well, and Tisdale's probably just as fast as Rollis.
Yeah.
So.
And again, they may not be happy with their kickoff team. It could be a problem that they've been concerned about. Here's this backfield with, again, Tisdale behind right as he takes the snap.
Lance tried to draw him offside. Oh, sack for a big loss there.
Cherney with the handoff. And number 50 was in there immediately, Christian Martins.
They read that well. They got up the middle and for a 7-yard loss.
Martins is a defensive lineman. Looks like he's on the nose right now. Big kid, 6 foot, 230. Started his career at Riverside. Good pitcher in baseball. Got in there immediately. So 2nd and 17. Right over the middle. That looks it's caught. That's Rollis.
Big
There's
catch,
a nice little post.
15 yards, possibly 16 yards.
16 yards to the 41. So it'll be 3rd and 1. Nice pitch and catch there. Lance put that ball right on the money, kept it low, so his guy didn't have to jump up.
Yeah, that was a nice pass. Right only where Rollis could catch it.
And again, to have that early in the third quarter, that bodes well for the Falcon offense.
Yeah, 3rd and 1 here.
And Tisdale, right, looks like it's going to be a keeper.
Yep, keeper up the middle.
He's got it over the 40. That's a first down.
Yep, looks like they gave him a half-yard past the first down.
They didn't give it to him by much. I think he.
No, that guy backed up a little bit.
Well, he made it farther than that, but
yeah.
not a good spot. But they barely gave him the first down.
He walked back like a half a yard. Now we got an injury on the field. Traynor guy's down.
See if I can get a number on that.
Appears to be grabbing his inner leg there. Yeah, you don't like to see that,
No, never like to see injuries either side.
It's part
It's getting
of the
up
game.
though. It's number 61, and that is Blake Sater. 6'4", 255, just a little small guy.
Yeah, tiny little guy.
Junior. And he's
Appears he's going to be okay.
walking off under his own power, a little gingerly, but not a huge limp. So looks like he's kind of holding his quad there, isn't he, Mike, or not?
Yeah.
Maybe a knee to the thigh, who knows.
Yeah.
But hopefully he can get back in there. 1st and 10 for the Falcons at the Treynor 40. 10:42 left in the third quarter of a tie game. Right. Tucks it under. Gets what he can out of it. Martins again and Fisher.
That guy got penetration on the line there and just put a lot of pressure on Lance to make a decision. Had no time to throw the ball.
Wright did well to get positive yardage. He picked a yard up there. And that's about the best case scenario there. He reacted quickly and knew he had to tuck it under right away. So 2nd and 9.
Clock's running, 10-10 left in the third. Got Rollis wide.
Mathai.
Mathai wide. Single back.
Mathai in motion. Wright fakes it out to him and then tucks it under. Tries the left side. That's Tarks. Keep him from turning the corner. Nice play by Jack Tarks.
Yeah.
That's a loss of a yard. We're back to the 40 for 3rd and 10.
Broke through that tackle and just was able to get to the runner. Made a great play.
Needed one more block there to get into the secondary.
Yep.
Treynor defense did a good job of staying home.
It was a well-run play. It had potential. Just had to beat that one guy, and you would have got positive yards there. But a Treynor defender made a heck of a play.
Single setback is Antisdale. Right back to pass again. Looking for Rollis again. Oh, so close.
Had him.
Catches him in stride there. We might have a St. Albert lead, huh?
That'd have been a touchdown.
Just off his fingertips. Good ball, though. 4th and 10.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That would have been a touchdown. Would have been a heck of a catch, but
Miller on to punt for the Falcons. Not interested in 4th and 10 at the 40. Some people would be. That looks like it's got good potential for Miller.
fair catch.
Fair catch by Miska. At the 14. Good punt by Miller.
We got this little break in the action. You leave the newspaper to come broadcast, but in between then, you got a new job.
I did get a new job. I'm going to be the Associate Director of Advancement at St. Albert. Just announced today, and I couldn't be more excited. We're going to be doing a lot of fundraising efforts, seeking out donors, and it's exciting. It's an exciting time for St. Albert, Mike. A new leadership team up there, as you know. Deacon Dobelman is, I believe, has a great vision. I'm really impressed every time I meet with him and talk to him. He really has a lot of good ideas, and the leadership team along with him is really impressive to me as well. So it's going to be a fun time here in the next few years at St. Albert, and I can't wait to meet everybody and talk to everybody and really get this rolling. 2nd and 4 as we get back to the action for Treynor.
And
up the middle. That Reber. Pretty good job by the Falcons.
Good stop on there. Gang of 2 maybe.
Got 2 to the 22. So we are going to have a 3rd and 2. Long 2, would you say?
Yeah, long 2.
Got to get to about just outside the 24 for a first down.
And really offensively, Treynor they're basically doing the same thing.
Same offense as the wing. Here comes Tarks. They keep it with Fisher, and he's got the left side. Right turns him back into the middle.
First down.
And that's going to be a gain of about 15. Falcons really were keying on Reber there, Mike, would you say? And then he pulled it out.
Yep, absolutely. It appeared they thought he was going to swing it out to the outside there and just tucked it and made a great play.
1st and 10 at the 37 of Treynor. 7:40 left in the 3rd quarter. We're still tied at 14. Falcons in there trying to find a negative play on first down here. Fisher in the shotgun. He's got Miska alongside. He keeps it. Good job by the Falcons. And Tisdale in there late. And Connor Cherney.
Gained maybe about 2 or 3 yards there. That was a good play, good stop.
Yep.
Well, I'm sure the Falcon family is excited to have you up there on the hill. Knowing you personally, I know you'll give it 100% and with integrity. And it's exciting. It's exciting.
Well, I really appreciate that. It's a great opportunity. It's great timing for me and the kids, and I really can't wait to get things rolling up there. So thank you, Mike. Tarks to the right side.
Oh, a
nice
tackle
play.
for a loss. Great play.
Cherney is playing like a man possessed.
Woo. That was a heck of a play.
I went down and talked to Mark Sundrum at halftime. He's the defensive tackle chart guy, and he had Connor with 2 solos and 3 assists at the half. Lance, 3 solos and 5 assists. Bennett was the man of the hour on the defense, 6 solos and 5 assists.
Wow, outstanding.
Cy Patterson, 2 solos and 5 assists. So, again, big play by Cherney. 3rd and 13. Good opportunity for the Falcons. Fisher in the shotgun.
3 wide receivers.
3 wide. Tarks goes out wide. Fisher fires it downfield. Wow, way behind the defense.
Wide open.
That's a touchdown. 66 yards. 66 yards. Sid Schaff.
Well, I didn't see what happened defensively, if he slipped or
Yeah.
If he just gave up on play, I'm not sure how he got that wide open.
Well, we don't have 16 cameras here to give you the super slow-mo,
No.
unfortunately, but you can rewind it on the stream if you want. But the fact remains that he got well behind the defense, and 66 yards later, Treynor has another lead. Miska for the try. A little bit of a high snap, but he knocks it through.
Well, that was unfortunate for the defense. They'd put up a heck of a stand on that drive to get him to 3rd and 13. And
3rd and 13, and you give up 66 the other way. That's football. Any play can go the distance, obviously. And one missed assignment. You got 11 guys out there. And maybe a safety was in the wrong position too. I don't know.
Yep.
But it's a team game.
Well, and it was a play they hadn't run at all. So
right. And that's the thing about these teams that run. Remember the Nebraska teams of the 90s? They would run the option play 25 times, then he would fake it and throw to the tight end who was 30 yards behind everybody, right?
Wide open, exactly.
But this will be the 3rd time the Falcons have fallen behind. And the previous 2 times the Falcons tied the game. Let's see if we got another pooch kick to set the Falcons up near midfield again. Yep, another pooch kick, a little farther this time to the 30. That's Eric Mathai. Takes it to the 37. Got 7 out of it.
Yeah,
so
they are definitely not going to kick to the deep end the rest of the game.
They kicked it to the second wave there, and that gained him another, an extra 15 yards out of it. So a little bit of an adjustment for Treynor. Falcons taking over now at the 36 of their own. 5:47 left in the 3rd, down 7.
Treynor running a base 4-3, it appears. Defense.
And Tisdale alongside Wright in the shotgun. Fake the pitch to Tisdale. Wright gets ahead of steam.
That was a nice fake there.
Ran hard too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Got about 6 on the play.
Got to the 42, so we're 2nd and 4. Good quick fake there, Mike, like you said, and then he tucked it in and attacked that defense.
Yep.
Like to see that out of a quarterback.
2nd and 4. 5:15 in the 3rd.
And Tisdale fakes it to him and keeps it as Wright. Wright's got room.
He's got room.
Oh, he just ran over a guy. Put his shoulder into Halverson. Big time run by Lance.
Yeah.
Down to the 40.
He looked fired up on that one, that's for sure.
Well, Lance doesn't like to lose, and he can sense that his team needs a big play here, and he picks up 18 yards, Mike, to the 40 of Treynor.
Huge play, definitely need that.
1st and 10.
There's that 3-back option again.
Yep. Here's the full house. Now we got Cherney to the left side. Cuts it back, falls forward, gets a couple 3.
I mean, it would appear that the offensive line is getting a little bit of a push.
Yeah.
Starting to get positive yards almost on every run now.
Yeah, I think they're starting to find a little rhythm there. They're functioning as a unit, which is good to see.
Absolutely.
And this backfield has given the Cardinals a cause to think a little bit. Now we're going 5 wide. Empty. We're empty with Lance in the backfield. Got to find the right matchup. Whoa.
Oh.
Patterson kind of stopped. They both kind of stopped and
Yeah.
then resumed running again. That was kind of an odd play. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that was really weird.
And he still almost had him, didn't he, Mike?
He almost caught that, almost ran underneath that.
3rd and 7 now at the 37.
Well, to say this is a big play is an understatement.
I think you might be looking at 4-down territory here, depending on what you can get here. Not if you take a sack, maybe, but let's find out what they can get on 3rd and 7. Right again. Yeah, he's going to be sacked.
Yeah, they sent the house there basically, and Lance didn't have a chance there.
Yeah, I think it was Reber and Miska in there, would you say?
Yeah.
Back to midfield. Loss of 13. So 4th and 20. Miller back to punt. Falcons turned away in Treynor territory there.
Yeah, that was unfortunate there.
Needed
Had
big
some
play from special teams here.
Had
Pin him
some
down.
momentum going, and
That might be a very good kick, actually. Is it going in the end zone, though? Oh, beautiful, beautiful kick by Miller.
wow.
Looked like it was going to pick up steam and roll into the end zone, and it kind of died inside the 5. Looks
Yep.
like the 3.
That was a great kick.
That's what you need when you're turned away. You need a nice play out of your punter, and he came through for the Falcons. 3:18 third quarter, 21-14 Treynor. Looks like they're giving him the 4, so 1st and 10, deep in their own territory.
Lined up in the same formation.
Here comes the wing back in motion.
A little confusion there. 2 guys going up the
Yeah,
middle.
Reber had the ball, but Halverson kind of ran into him there.
Yeah, he did.
And gets past the 5, out to the 6, so 2nd and
I don't
8.
know if maybe they were trying a little wrinkle in that, but nevertheless,
Yeah.
it was 2 guys running up the middle again.
Timing wasn't quite on that play.
No.
I would think the Treynor coaches would agree with that. 2nd and 8. Reber in the backfield behind Miska, who is under center. Reber the carry. Still pushing. Falcons with a nice gang tackle. Bennett Gronstow on the tackle, along with others.
Now brings up a big 3rd and 4 here.
Ball spotted on the 10. 3rd and 4. It's one of those plays that might be buried in the paper tomorrow, but 3rd and 4
Yep,
in your own
defense has gotta
10, it's huge.
Reach deep here.
Watch the keeper here. Reber.
Inside handoff. Oh, it's going to be awful close.
He's close.
If they
Really
mark where
close.
his knee went down, he's going to be short.
And they're marking it back a little bit. They gave it to him. 1st and 10. Second effort there by Reber to pick it up. 1st and 10 on the 15.
He's just been tough to tackle on that initial contact all
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, he never goes down on that first contact, does he?
No, it slows him down, but he just keeps churning those legs and finding a way to.
Reber again. Nope, he kept it. Tarks. Tarks with the carry.
1:34 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Got it out to the 17. So we're 2nd and 7, Mike, at the 17.
It would appear that that defensively we've made some adjustments. They're not getting those big bursts
Right.
anymore.
Right. Pitch it out to Tarks, who runs over one guy. He's a physical player. And he broke the first tackle,
Yeah,
got it out to the 29.
Once again, he just has a knack of breaking that first tackle. He's just tough to take down.
12 yards on 3rd and 4. Keeps the clock moving, keeps the chains moving. 21-14 Treynor. Miska's going to go under center with Reber behind him. Pitched it out to Halverson. Right, the first guy there.
Gang tackle there. That was a good play.
Right's not,
defensively.
yep, Right's not resting on defense.
No, he's not. Well, you just got to hope you can get a big stop here if you're the Falcons defense.
Yep, got a loss there. So negative play on 1st down.
Getting close to the end of the 3rd quarter here.
2nd and 11.
Get the play off.
Fisher
before
under center.
the end of the quarter here.
Could be the last play of the quarter.
Last play.
Fisher keeps.
Keeps again.
Yep. Oh, he's dragged down. That's a first down, though.
Yep.
And Tisdale on the stop.
First down. Looks like that'll be the end of the third quarter.
We are through 3 quarters, ladies and gentlemen. 21-14 Treynor. The Cardinals will have 1st and 10 on their 41 when we return. This is St. Albert Sports Fan. Coaches out there, Mike, trying to Gentili leading the charge,
Yeah,
trying to get players fired up and in position to make a stand here.
You're going to have to get them fired up here to make a good stop here in this early of the fourth quarter. You can't let them obviously go down and score because that'd be a pretty tall order to come back from 2 scores.
It's that time in the game, you know, if you can get into the last half of the fourth quarter with a chance to win, then you feel good about it. But this is that time where they could maybe start to think they're tired or start letting that mental fatigue creep in, and you really got to just try to fight that off, don't you?
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, they put on their pants the same way we do.
Yep.
One leg at a time.
It's a heck of a game.
It is, absolutely.
I mean, both teams, don't you feel like, are going to gain from this, Mike? Just you don't, with this RPI situation, if you don't win your district, St. Albert found out the hard way that you schedule all these tough teams, and then if you don't win enough of them, you know, you don't get a lot of credit. And so you got to win some of these games.
It's definitely a confusing system for sure, no doubt about that. You would think you'd get a little credit for playing tougher teams, but St. Albert's used to that. They've always played tough schedules.
Fisher under center. He's still got it. He hit it hard and he's gone. 60-yard touchdown, Jake Fisher.
And it's not like they've done anything different. That's basically the same play they've been running all game.
Yep.
Fake pitch, quarterback keeper, find the seam. Left a gap wide open there.
Great play by the Cardinals. And again, we talked about it. You got to fight through that first part of the fourth quarter when you're maybe wearing down a hair. Long way from over, though, Mike.
Absolutely.
Those Falcons have responded just about every time.
Never say never.
Treynor has scored. Miska puts it through, 28-14. 11:52 left in the game. First play of the fourth quarter. Jake Fisher sprints 60 yards for the score.
Treynor's student section definitely was happy about that. Kind of going crazy down there.
Yep, they're fired up. Big crowds here on both sides of the field. Lots of people standing along the fence, ringing the field. Back here behind the bleachers, quite a few people standing. It's a great setting for high school football, and the kids have put on a good show.
Absolutely. It's a great evening here. Weather's perfect.
Most of these kids will not play college football. There'll be a handful that do. But for most of them, this is the highlight, Varsity high school football, there aren't many things better.
No, you never get a chance to redo it, man. You only have one opportunity to play high school sports, so.
Let's see if the Falcon coaching staff can get them up and the Falcons can respond and get back into this game. 28-14. Miska's going to put his foot into it. Another little pooch kick.
They switched the backman. They put
that's Tisdale now, yeah.
They switched it. I don't know if they saw it, but he's got a burst of steam, gets to the outside, breaks a couple more tackles.
All right, pretty good run over midfield. Nothing wrong with that.
No, that was the coaches put the Rallis and Tisdale at the up man, and they didn't catch that.
Excellent play. Excellent play. And you're right. You would think Treynor may have kicked it deep then.
Yeah.
They noticed. Look at those two numbers, and
but they
didn't.
It's not like they switched jerseys. So here we go.
Here we go. St. Albert ball on the Treynor 49. Right with Tisdale alongside. Trips to the right.
Great field position. Penetration again, but he
Lance
gets
has
away.
got some room to run. A lot of room to run. Inside the 35. Inside the 35 to the 32. That's about 17 yards for the senior quarterback, Lance Wright.
He's on the ground.
We got a player
I don't know
down.
if he's just tired.
Oh, it's Lance down. All right, Lance is hobbling off the field.
That doesn't look good. Not sure what happens there, but he hobbled off all on his own, and he signaled to the trainer, and he is going to be out right now. We'll try to get you an update of what happened, but after that play, he fell to the ground and appeared to be in pain and hobbled off to the sideline there. So
Looks like Treynor is going to be in at quarterback for the Falcons.
11 minutes and 16 seconds in the fourth.
Falcons take timeout. 11:16 to go in the fourth quarter.
You know,
Falcons
that was
down
probably
28-14.
a good use of a timeout there to kind of, you know, you just lose your starting quarterback, so you know you want to regroup, make sure at this field position you don't make a mistake. You know, down 2 scores. This
Yep.
is a very crucial moment in this football game.
Lance was running around, jogging around, and he's really not favoring it too much.
No, he's back running around there on by the 50-yard line there.
He's over by the bench there.
I don't know if it was a cramp or.
Looks like he's going to sit out at least one play.
Well, they called the timeout, so I don't know if he has to, but he just took his helmet off. Maybe he's a little dehydrated, maybe, and got a cramp.
He came into the huddle briefly onto the field, and then I think they sent him back off.
Well, here you go.
Treynor's going to be at the quarterback. He's going to be in the shotgun. Klessman's in the slot on the right. Rollis split out wide to the right, and Tisdale in the backfield. Treynor with the carry. Treynor with the carry.
Big hole.
Big hole for Connor Treynor, down to
Wow.
the 15.
That was wide open right from the get. Maybe Treynor didn't know what to expect with Cherney being
Right.
the quarterback there.
18 yards for Connor Treynor on this first snap at quarterback of the season. Gives St. Albert 1st and 10 at the 15, trailing by 14. Can get it to a 1-score game here.
Yeah, you just gotta keep clawing your way.
Wright back in the game at quarterback. He set out one play.
One thing for sure.
Same play around the right side. He's got room. Puts his shoulder down inside the 10, close to the 5.
One thing for sure, you know these guys won't give up, and they are definitely some competitors.
Absolutely. The ball is going to be spotted on the 8.
Having coached quite a bit of these guys, I know they're characters, and they're good young men. They work hard, and they will definitely not give up.
2nd and 3 after a gain of 7. Went back to the right side there. Treynor in the backfield now. And Wright keeps it inside the 5, still on his feet, inside the 3. Carrying players into the end zone. Look at that surge. Touchdown, Falcons.
I'm not sure what the
We got a penalty down.
I'm not sure what the flag on that is. You had like half the team tangled up in each other. I'm not sure what you could have saw there. Maybe they'll somehow find a holding play, I guess.
They're trying to say that. Is that different from college and pro, Mike? They're trying to say that you can't. Sideline warning. Falcons can't believe it. Their coaches are upset. They just gave them another 15 yards.
Well, that's unfortunate there. The coach was yelling on the sidelines that you can push the pile, you can push the play, and evidently the referees didn't think so, and now there's 3 blankets on the field.
Unsportsmanlike on the Falcons.
Wow, that's unfortunate. Would have been 1st and goal from the 2. Now you're.
Yep, that's going to be tacked on.
Back 15 yards.
We're out to 23 now. It'll be second down at the 23. Need to get to the 5, Mike.
Yep.
So it looks like second and 18 at the 23.
Now, see if we can bounce back here.
Wright's got the snap. He's going to throw it up. Rawlis with the catch. Calls him out of bounds. Just out of bounds. Almost caught by Rawlis. Couldn't quite keep it in bounds. Nice effort.
Heck of
10
a play.
minutes
That
to
was on
go.
the far side of the field. Really couldn't see it that well from here.
Yeah, it was
It
close.
was awful close.
3rd and 18. Wright still in the game at quarterback. Looks to the left. He's going to have to tuck it under again. Throws it. Incomplete. 4th down. 4th and 18.
Boy, talk about a series of unfortunate events there. They,
Yeah, Falcons thought they had the touchdown to get within 7. I really thought, I didn't know that that was not a thing you could do in high school. You see it in college and pros all the time where if the guy's not down, the offensive linemen try to help him push him in. So.
Well, what doesn't make sense is you were at the play was at the 2-yard line. You got penalized back to the 23-yard line.
Oh, that was the personal foul on top of the penalty. Puts pressure on him. Wright throws. Incomplete.
Well, he had a chance.
Broken up on the right sideline.
He was short of the first down. If he had caught that, he would have had to break a tackle there.
Right.
But we got a Treynor guy down on the far sideline.
It's like 61. Blake Sater.
Early in the season here, probably a chance. Hopefully it's just a cramp.
Yep.
Still with the weather being fairly nice. A beautiful night, actually. And he's still
Yeah, it's really not too humid.
Trainers, the trainers are over there. And he's still down there.
Falcon coaches are just trying to relay to their players. There's a ton of time left here, you know?
Absolutely.
Sure, it's disappointing when you don't get in the end zone when you feel like you're in the end zone, but you have to bounce back and get a stop and give your offense another shot.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a big defensive series for the Falcons. Going to have to stop them, get the ball back. They had a lot of momentum there. You know, the offense looked really good. They were moving
Very
the
good.
ball.
Journey came in for the one play and ran well. Wright was running hard.
And it appeared that, you know, the offense had pushed their way into the end zone for a score, and then
That was a great run by Wright. Looked like he was down a couple times. Kept his feet, kept his balance, kept the legs churning.
the Falcons are definitely looking a lot more smooth than last week in the third and fourth quarters. They have a sense of confidence and swagger.
Yeah, you're seeing noticeable improvement from week 1 and week 2, and it's always the cliche that that's when you should make your biggest improvement, but we are seeing certainly some improvement tonight against another good team. It's not like Kemper is, light years ahead of Treynor.
Yeah, correct.
Fisher with the keeper. Treynor's got a lot of confidence, Mike, right now, would you say?
Yeah, they just keep running that same play, and the arm tackles just aren't going to do that. You gotta get them down low.
Fisher to the 29 on the carry.
All the initial contact is up high on that guy, and he just makes a quick move, and he's gone. He's got a lot of speed.
Falcon D lineman really need to make a push here. It's been difficult lately. 1st and 10 at the 39. Fisher under center. Pitches it out to Halverson. Breaks the first tackle. McLaren wrestles him down. He's a wrestler.
Mighty fine one, too.
Very good wrestler. To the 41. 2-yard gain. Right on 9 minutes to go here. 28-14.
Falcons need to make a stop here, no doubt about that. It's going to be a difficult challenge. Treynor's running with a lot of confidence. Falcons
Fisher still got it.
stacked the line there.
Fisher has taken over this game. Falcons haven't had an answer for him lately. He's all the way to the 30 of St. Albert.
Yeah, just once again, keep.
You see a lot of hands on pants now. You see that, Mike?
Yep. Hands are on the hips.
Hands are on the hips. Falcons trying to muster up the energy here.
A big offensive line is just kind of making a stand, surging forward, making some big holes.
Fisher still got it. Why not? Keep running that play till somebody stops it. Just outside the 20. Call it the 21. 2nd and 1 for the Cardinals. They're in no hurry. Falcons have 2 timeouts left. We're coming up on 8 minutes to play. Touchdown here or even a score here of any kind would make it very difficult on the Falcons. Put them 3 scores behind. Fisher back to pass. Wide open. Touchdown.
They made that look easy.
21 yards. Jack Stogdale with the catch. Nobody near him.
Yep, everybody was up trying to stop the run, and wide open behind the defense there. Easy catch, easy throw.
And again, that's what happens when you run the ball that successfully throughout most of the game. And there were a couple series where the Falcons came up, but it just puts too much pressure on your secondary when your safety and your corners have to make tackles 10 yards down the field, and then all of a sudden they give a play fake once out of every 20 plays, and you're burnt.
Yep, exactly. And those are the 2 big plays that separated this game, was those 2 deep passes. That one wasn't really that deep, but for high school. The extra point attempt here is good. 7:52 left in the 4th. It's Treynor 35, St. Albert 14.
Well, that's the question that I'd like to hear answered. I'm seeing a text that says there is no such rule against aiding a runner, pushing a runner who's on his feet in Iowa. I don't know that to be the case for sure. I don't have a rule book here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It didn't seem like that was an unordinary play. I mean, you're fighting for yards. Both offense and defense are pushing both ways. It didn't seem like anything was
Well, I mean,
wrong
it's either a rule. There's either a rule against that or there isn't.
Right,
and
right.
So the Falcon coaches seem pretty adamant that that's not a rule in Iowa. But
well, so adamant that he got unsportsmanlike conduct.
You don't want to compound that, but
yeah. Well, that's all right. He's passionate. He's fighting for his players. His players are battling, and he feels like that was.
And if it was the wrong play, then that's very unfortunate because we were looking at a 28-21 game.
Absolutely.
But you got to play through it. Here we go with the kick. Another pooch kick.
Once again,
is that Rollis?
Yep, they switched the up act. Rollis
got up to the 35.
Decent run.
7:46 to go.
Well, if they can get this offense going again, you make a quick score.
Well, you got to score quickly, which means you got to open it up more than likely.
The problem
coaches
is
understand
is
that.
being able to stop that Treynor offense. they're clicking on all cylinders right now, and I think their numbers and size are wearing down the defensive line.
Right back, under pressure, sacked. That's what happens when you know you're going to pass and they know you're going to pass. You can pin your ears back, and that's a defensive end's dream, right?
Yep, absolutely.
You don't have to honor the run necessarily.
Nope, you just go all out to the quarterback.
Tough spot to be a quarterback.
Yep.
See if he can get the ball out of his hands quickly and get it out to one of his receivers.
Yeah, Treynor's definitely feeling confident right now.
2nd and 20, right back to pass. Fires one down. Nice catch.
Wow. What a catch.
Connor Cherney, beautiful catch.
Wow.
Good coverage. Nothing wrong with the coverage by
No, that was great
Miska.
coverage. That was just an unbelievable catch. He just went up over the defender and pulled it away from him. First down.
Midfield for the Falcons. 7 minutes to play, 35-14. Right, swings it out to Antisdale. Cuts up,
He's got blockers.
get out of bounds. Stops the clock, 3 yards.
Gang of a little bit there. Well, you definitely see a different Falcon team than you did last week
Yeah,
in this second half. I mean, they're definitely still fighting every play and
they are. Gain of 4.
made
And
some great adjustments offensively. They're moving the ball really well.
you want to see that fight in these last 7 minutes, regardless of what the scoring is up.
Especially for the rest of the season.
Yep, pass is low. 2nd and 10.
It is only the.
They just marked the ball back a half yard back from where it was. It was at the 46 and a half, and now it's right on the 47. All right.
Little off there. Little off.
3rd down and 6 now. Well, it's 7 now. It was 6. Right. Little too high for Klussman. Got his hands on it. Couldn't quite pull it in. 4th down. Expect the Falcons to go here. Mathai brings the play on. Klussman out. Cardinal fans are up.
They obviously sense that this is a big play right here for the Falcons, going for it on 4th down.
Falcons need the 40 of Treynor. Keep the drive alive.
Patterson in motion.
Right rolls right. Got a penalty.
Yeah,
Miska is probably going to get flagged there.
that was clearly pass interference. He had a step on the guy and definitely interfered with the wide receiver.
Pass interference. It's not actually an automatic first down, but at the yardage will be enough for a first down.
Well, the scoreboard said 4th and 10, but it was really only
4th and 7.
4th and 7.
Should have been 4th and 6, but then they moved the spot back.
And they didn't even move the down markers. The down markers were still at the half yard. Not that that matters, but
Yeah. First down at the 33 of Treynor. 6:33 to go in a 21-point game. Right again, fakes the pass and looks to run and is stopped. Right in his tracks. Brock Fox on the hit. Big 77. Just a mere 6'6", 310. Another small guy in there.
another small guy. Lance was a little slow to get up there, but he appears to be okay. Yeah, they just pinned their ears back there.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to lean on these guys for 4 quarters, and they're 6'6", 310, and 6'4", 255, and it's not easy. Right tucks it up. Not much there. Third
Yeah,
and
that
16 now, Mike. At the
size is definitely
it is.
taking advantage in this.
The Falcons did a pretty good job for most of the game dealing with that size.
Yeah, they really did. They really played their hearts out, and they're still giving it everything they got in this fourth quarter here.
Yep, third and 16. 2 plays to pick up the distance here. Nice hit. Is that Treynor? Fisher with the hit. Treynor got hit. It's probably one of those rib. You know, you're exposed, Mike. When you go up high, you expose those ribs.
Yep. Yeah, it was a bang play, that's for sure, and hopefully just got the wind knocked out.
Yeah, you hope that's all it was, and you hope it's not ribs. Tough kid.
Very tough kid.
He's gonna have a good year.
I'm sure we'll see him back out there.
4th and 16 now for the Falcons. 5:10 to play. 35-14. And this is one of the years that Treynor's been looking for. I mean, look at all these seniors they got. All these guys making these plays are seniors.
Yeah, 17 seniors. That's almost as many as we have on our football team.
Falcons are junior-dominated class, or junior-dominated team, as most people know. Just 4 or 5 seniors. Right, rolling right. He's going to throw it up, short anyway, but looks like it was caught. No. They call it complete. Yep.
Turnover on downs.
5 minutes and 4 seconds to go. Water break.
Timeout on the field. Well, that was a little unfortunate there. Seemed like, you know, after that play, the momentum kind of went out of the Falcons there. And
Yeah, I mean, generally in high school football, if you are the team that consistently can run the ball much better than the opposing team, over 4 quarters, you're generally going to win the game.
Right.
I mean, not that it's a given, it's just very difficult to overcome that. And the Falcons gave themselves a chance for a long time, and now it's just gotten away a little bit from them. But they'll regroup. They'll study the film. They'll learn some things. I think they learned a lot of things tonight already.
And Treynор's back out there on defense.
Yep, he didn't sit out long, did he?
No.
Falcons will return home next week, the next 2 weeks, to play Logan Magnolia and then Underwood. Logan lost to Treynor on opening night.
I think it was 35-12.
35-12, but Logan beat St. Albert last year for their only win of the year.
Always a tough matchup.
And St. Albert beat Treynor, and Trainor's only loss of the year in the regular season. So that's a funny game.
Sometimes you never know.
Logan and Underwood for the Falcons before they open district play against Earlham. Fisher still carrying the ball. Got 7. 2nd and 3.
And they're not slowing it down either.
No.
They're right back at the line.
Rebert pushes ahead for the first.
Maybe going to try to make a statement here with a late score. Now that you got to...
Well, both teams' varsities are on the field.
Make every score, every game counts.
Yep, you never know with this RPI.
Never know, so...
Rebert pushing ahead for about 10. Klessman in on the top, stop. 2nd and 1. 48.
And you got the box stacked. You got everybody up in the middle there. You just they just keep seeming to find the gaps.
Yep, they're just leaning those big bodies on the Falcons, and
yep.
You got a good little running back there and a great running quarterback. They're going to win a lot of. They're going to win a lot of games, like they did last year.
First and 10.
Fisher keeps it.
Again.
Rawlis
Arm tackle.
just misses him. Gets to the 40, gain of 5. 3:45 to play. All the Falcon faithful are still here. Don't see hardly anybody's left yet.
No, doesn't look like it.
Fisher. Reber.
Up the middle.
Cherney. Tackles Reber, helps him up.
Good sportsmanship there. It's been a pretty clean game.
Very clean game, really. Hardly any penalties.
Yeah.
Any turnovers? No. No turnovers.
No.
Very few penalties. And there's a lot to like on this film if you're the Falcon coaches.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Fisher. Taken down by Jeff Miller.
Well, there's one thing for sure. These two games will definitely get you ready for your conference.
Well, there's no question. District play, I mean, you can go out and play a couple weak Class A teams and be 2-0, or you can kind of know where you're at. I mean, I think they know where they're at now. They know they're a good team when they get into Class A. They improved from week 1 to week 2. They made very few mistakes today in terms of turnovers and penalties. But there's still plenty of room for improvement, too.
And Treynor's letting the clock run there. I believe they'll call their first time out of the half here.
Yep. 4th and 2.
Possibly make some substitutions here.
Possibly. But there's a lot of seniors that have been waiting for this game for a while.
That moment of silence brought to you by C&M Remodeling. For all your home repair needs, call Mike, 402-510-2571. Well, this definitely didn't end up the way the Falcons wanted, but like you said, Kevin, I think they can take a lot out of this game and apply it to next week's opponent, and you know, get the bus rolling in the right direction. Seen a lot of good things out there.
Yeah. Well, and I think the coaches they'll point out the negatives and they'll point out the positives, but I think the overall feeling from them will be positive, because that's the kind of coaches they are. They see that there's a lot of great things out there for the Falcons this season, and they really know that they need to gain a lot in these next 2 non-district games on their home field so they can really get into district play and really be ready to roll. Fisher. Jack Tarks. Jack Tarks is going to score from 37 yards out for the Treynor Cardinals.
Well, you know what they say. If you don't want them to score, you got to stop them.
Yep.
Put a little exclamation point on that.
Yep. Miska.
It's good.
7 for 7 on his kicks. No, 6 for 6 on his kicks. Gave him an extra one there.
Yeah, you did. That's all right.
42-14.
I think that's the first mistake we made all night.
Yeah, that might be our only one of the year. Well, this might be our only broadcast of the year.
The reports aren't in yet.
You don't think they'll dissect our tape like the coaches will dissect their tape, will they?
Man.
Let's hope not.
I wonder how many ums, ers, ands, and pauses awkward. My speech class teacher would not be happy with
I think
me.
Alexis is the only one that's been perfect up here.
Solid with the camera, no doubt about that. You know, you should turn that camera around and give yourself a high five. No, not a TV person?
Guessing not.
No, this was really fun. I really enjoyed this. Obviously, we didn't get to, well, we're kind of homers, obviously, but we are broadcasting on the Falcon Network.
Well, St. Albert sports fan.
Think any Treynor people are listening to us?
Well, they probably are on KMA.
I thought we were somewhat fair.
Well, I hope so. I think we've given Treynor plenty of credit. They deserved it.
Yeah, they look good. They are a well-coached team. There's no doubt about that. Well-disciplined.
Antisdale at the 25, looking for the right side. To the 34. Under 2 minutes to play.
Flag on the play.
I will be up at the crack of dawn to head to Iowa City to see the Hawkeyes and Rutgers. Should be a beautiful day in Iowa City.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. And when do you start your new position?
Should start on October 1st is kind of what the targeting at. So,
you know, with St. Albert schools being the only Catholic high school in the area, well, all around Catholic school, you know, it almost feels like it needs to have a Notre Dame or Michigan or Yale or Harvard feeling to it, like a prestige of going to that school. And I'm sure that you will bring everything that it takes to make it successful, and I wish you the best of luck for sure.
well, I appreciate that. There's a lot of great qualities to St. Albert, and many of the people listening and watching understand that, and it's just a matter of communicating that to everybody.
Absolutely.
Anyone who wants to listen. It's a great option.
Great.
2 minutes to go, and this is about going to do it.
Yeah.
A couple knees, and we're going to get out of here with nobody else getting hurt. Do see some sportsmanship here being shown. It's not fun to lose
No.
against a rival like Treynor, so we trust the Falcons will handle it well. Trust the Cardinals will handle the victory well.
Here we go, 124 left. I believe that's Carter White back there to take the knee.
Carter, all right. That's a team rush. It's not an individual loss for Carter. Let's let that be noted.
It is noted. It is noted. He's not negative yards.
That's right.
I mean, handling the snap back there really well, though.
Yep.
That'll just about do it. Clock's running down, 45 seconds. Here left in the fourth. 42-14.
Carter takes a snap, takes a knee.
And that'll wind the clock, and that'll do it.
Final score, Treynor High School 42, St. Albert 14. Appreciate you all joining us tonight. We had a blast. We look forward to seeing you again on St. Albert Sports Fan and patronizing the wonderful sponsors that are associated with St. Albert. And Mike, any last thoughts?
Well, you know, it's early in the season. We've seen progress from week 1 to week 2. There's a lot of football left to be played this season. I've seen a lot of good things. No reason to hang your head. You Falcon fans, hold your head high with pride and realize that everybody's out to beat you. And when they beat you, it's like winning the Super Bowl.
Big win for the Cardinals. Congrats to them. Best of luck